going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we're back playing some more of Marvel Future Fight. And for this one, I wanted to share some more gameplay with you guys using Morgan Le Fay. So we're gonna build her up a little bit more, get her to tier 2, and we're gonna be testing her in World Boss Ultimate, because I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering how well she performs there, because as of right now, the #1 complaint that basically everyone has with Morgan is that her DPS is not as high as everyone was hoping it would be, because her overall kit looks really good. She has the potential to take over 2 days if she had more damage. She could take over the female supervillain day and the universal supervillain day. That's what everyone was expecting from her, because her overall kit, like I said, is awesome. And for that fact alone, I think she's a worthy character for you guys to develop, because she has the potential to one day be very good in this game. And keep in mind that this look for her is an original look and not the classic look for Morgan Le Fay. So if she ever gets a uniform, she could skyrocket in DPS, and that would be freaking amazing. Like I said, her kit is awesome. The only useless skill in her kit is the 1 skill, and even that has a stun. The 2 skill, a 7% recovery of her max HP. This on a 7-second cooldown. That is incredibly low, because with max skill cooldown, this goes down to 3.5 seconds. Every 3.5 seconds, you can recover 7% of your max HP. That is amazing survivability right there. And on top of that, she has a summon with a 5-second guard for 8 hits, and on top of that, mind control. You guys already know how amazing mind control is in this game. So even though this is on a longer skill cooldown time, this is actually a very good skill. And on top of that, she can revive. Even though this is only 50% of her max HP, because the 2 skill is on such a low cooldown time, after you die, you can just spam the 2 skill and you're right back to full health in basically no time. And her 4 skill, oh my goodness, the 4 skill looks so freaking awesome, and I was really hoping it would hit like a truck, but unfortunately as of right now it doesn't seem that way. But keep in mind, I don't have an obelisk on her, and I don't have her at tier 2, so hopefully once we do those 2 things, she will be hitting like a truck. Let's hope, right? Because this skill has the potential to be very good, because it has the all defense down, has an attack buff, and on top of that, it has damage immunity for 5 seconds, and you can channel this skill and move around. It just looks so freaking awesome. Her 5th skill is a long iframe, but generally for me, I cancel this. So I usually go 5-4, and if you need to heal, after the 4 is completely done, you can use the 2 skill, or you can use the mind control for the summon and the guard, and then use the 2. It's completely up to you. Overall, I think she's super fun to play. I love her animations. It just reminds me so much of Hela. I feel like she's everything Hela could have been, and that's why I refer to her as Hela 2.0, right? Her overall kit, much better than Hela's. Much better than Hela's, and that's why I refer to her as Hela 2.0, because she's rocking the green, her skills are all green. It just reminds me so much of Hela. Anyways, let's actually build her up a little bit more. We're gonna tier 2 her, and then we'll jump into a little bit of gameplay. So let's finish up this one right here, because I need the cooldown. Wow, 20. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're not off to a good start. That's using up a lot of bios. That's fine. We should still have enough though, I hope. Let's hope RNG doesn't have a field day with me. These are good so far. If this next one is under 15, we're good. Woo! That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. The man give it and the man take it away. So he took from me before, now he's giving it back. That's awesome. Come on, let's keep these nice and low. Nice and low. You're going in the wrong direction. But 16 is not bad. It's not as bad as it could be. Wow. Well, the man give it and the man take it away. All right. We got 92 to finish this. Come on. Come on. Don't play with me now. I have a little bit more bios in my inventory, but I didn't want to have to use them, and it looks like we're going to have to use them. God damn. Wow, so we're gonna have to use some of those bios. All right, that's fine. Let's actually get that. Let's see. Come on, don't play with me. 5, okay, 5 is good. But geez, we ran out of bios. 250. and that was not enough to finish her up. How much do we have? We have 160. Do I have some more here? I want to tier 2 her naturally and save my tickets if I can. 90. Wow. Are we just gonna have enough? Yo. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, it doesn't get much closer than this. I could use one of my tickets, but if a character is farmable and free to play friendly, you should ideally never, ever, ever, ever use tickets on them. And she is farmable and free to play friendly. Now, the resources like the Black Antimatter and the Chaos Normstone, I know all of you guys are probably struggling if you're doing the epic quests and stuff like that, but otherwise, always go with the natural route, baby. Save those tickets if you can. So we got a tier 2 Morgan Le Fay. Her stats went up pretty nicely. All right. So we're rocking 16k almost. Energy attack 15.6. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. I'm not going to give her any Urus because I don't want to invest too much into her right out the gate. And I think I'm going to give her just a regular 4-star obelisk just for right now. Just to test her. Something with a proc. This would be good. Immunity to guard break would be nice on her if you had any plans of using her in PvP, which she has some PvP potential because her survivability is so good. The healing and the revive makes her a decent character for PvP, but if you don't have any plans for PvP, you don't need the immunity to guard break. So I'm probably not gonna like something like this would be good because then you can double dip. You have the proc for World Boss Ultimate and then you have the immunity to guard break for PvP. But I think I'm just gonna rock with this since I don't really have any need for it. And we'll test her out and see if that proc scales her damage significantly. Alright, so let's see what the stats look like. Alright, so we still don't have max skill cooldown, but we have ignore defense maxed out, and we got 184 for crit damage, 48% for crit rate. That's decent. The attack speed 123, but I believe she gets 5% from the 4 skills, so that's what, 128. We're good. Alright, let's jump into World Boss Ultimate and test her out a little bit. Now, ideally, the easier option here would be to go up against Corvus and just give her some ignore dodge, but I'm going to play devil's advocate and I'm actually going to try her out against the harder option, Cull Obsidian. I'm going to try her out against Cull Obsidian and hopefully she impresses me here. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to go, you know what? The first one, since this is only stage 1, I'm actually just going to use her by herself with no strikers, no support, nothing, and test her out and see how far she can make it without having to use any strikers to do damage for her. Alright, so I canceled that too quickly, but we got the proc. Okay, let's try that again. We're gonna go 5 and then wait a little bit. Then there we go. We didn't get the proc. That's the downside of using a crappy 4-star obelisk. The proc isn't gonna line up properly, but the damage isn't terrible. Okay, I might not use the 2 skill going forward since it just stole the proc there. Yo, I absolutely love this. Okay, let's use the mind control. Take advantage of that. When the proc lines up, the damage on the fort looks solid. Let's try it again. Get mind controlled. Alright, so how long was that to push him in his second phase? Even though I was just playing around. Alright, so 1 minute around. Let's go up to 5. And let's not give her any help and see how it goes. Alright, so Definitely do 10 by herself. So I think 15 might be around where her damage starts falling off against Cull Obsidian, because this guy will constantly remove the all defense down and the mind control from himself. So he's definitely one of the harder choices for her. I love the fact that whenever you use the mind control, it refreshes the heal, right? That just makes her survivability even better. Let's give 15 a shot, but I think this is where she's gonna tap out. All right, we'll start with the 3 for the mind control. Here we go. That's a decent amount of damage. Use 3 again, and 5, then 4. Late proc, but that's to be expected because this is a crappy obelisk. Yeah, late again. Yeah, you can literally spam the heal if you need to, just because every time you use the 3, it's just gonna refresh. Well, not every time, it's a 30% chance, but still. Yeah, her survivability definitely makes her a character you want on your roster for sure. Yo, that proc is too late, bro. Like, honestly, bro. Yeah, look at that. I can just, yo, by the time I finish the animation for another skill, like, I'll use the 2 right now, then I'll use the 3, and then by the time I use, like, the 5-4 combo, like, it's just crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you let the full animation for the 3 skill play out, by the time you're finished, the 2 skill is ready again. That's nuts, guys. The heal is just too clutch, bro. So you can just play super recklessly with her and make so many mistakes. And I don't see her dying the first time. Like, even dying the first time is gonna be hard. Even if you're an absolute scrub like me. The damage is definitely there, and she could probably do this if you're using a better obelisk. It's just that my obelisk is on a really awkward cooldown time, so it doesn't match up well with her skills. But you see for yourself, when the proc lines up, she's taking off like a bar and change, right? Yeah, and keeping her at full health, super easy to do, guy. Yeah, this is everything Hella should have been. Real shit. Just with more damage, obviously. I think at some point I'm gonna get her to level 70, and I'm gonna give her some Urus and see how far she can get in here just by herself. I know some of you guys don't like when I do comparisons against Cull Obsidian, but he's the, like, between him and the other bosses, Proxima is pretty hectic because of all the environmental hazards, but I think Cull Obsidian as a boss is just really difficult for the majority of characters in the game. Same goes for Thanos, and even the strongest characters will look like absolute crap if you test them against Thanos. And that's why, unless a character is like really powerful, I don't often show them against Thanos, because it's gonna make the character look like pure garbage. But honestly, I think Morgan Le Fay is pretty decent. The damage isn't terribly low. Let no one tell you that, because this is a mediocre build. It could be much lower. It could definitely be much lower, and the survivability more than makes up for the damage not being that high. Overall, she's a very solid character, and I would recommend her to basically anyone. She's decent, man. She's not that bad. But I'm gonna end it off right here, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Morgan. Honestly, boys, I'm gonna invest a little bit more into her in the days and weeks to come. And yeah, I'll test her a little bit more for you guys, but let me know how you guys have been feeling with her. I know some of you guys think she should be stronger, and I get it, but honestly I think she's okay as is, man. She's not that bad. She's just an okay character. She's balanced, right? Could be worse. It could be far worse. For how good her survivability is, I definitely recommend building her. But that's it for this one, man. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love, and I'm gone.